name is Travis Williams. I'm owner and lead counselor for True Impact Counseling Services. We're located in Raleigh, North Carolina, and today is our first conversation on communication. Just as a heads up, I don't want people to think that what I provide in today's brief overview is a substitute for couples counseling or any other type of counseling. This is just what I consider to be general information about solid communication techniques. But make no mistake about it, if you and your partner are going through, I do advise you to see a professional counselor to help you with that. But again, what I'm going to present today are just basic communication techniques. In today's first video on communication, we're going to talk about learning to take a pause. And what I love about this technique, as far as how you leverage it with communication, is that we are socialized to speak immediately. And we do get ourselves in trouble with the tendency to rush a conversation. Um, I really advise people to almost get in the habit of taking a 5 to 10 second pause before you go into any conversation that has emotional baggage with it. What you can do with that pause is amazing. You can cover a lot of different areas. For some people, you may want to just kind of review um, your past history with this topic, especially if you're talking to somebody who you're involved with emotionally. Oftentimes, difficult conversations come up over and over again among couples. And if you have past history with this topic, sometimes that past can inform you of mistakes that you made, things that you said that you're going to try differently in the future, or sometimes understanding our past helps us to know or remind ourselves maybe to not go there and maybe wait on that thing. Either way, understanding your past can be very helpful. Uh, Also, when we take a pause, it's an opportunity to remind ourselves of where am I at emotionally right now? If this conversation from the outset sparks hurt, disappointment, resentment, guilt, feelings of failure, it's probably a good idea to maybe ask to come back or at least understand that this conversation is going to be difficult for you, difficult for me as we go forward. But that pause does allow you to take inventory of what am I feeling right now? And again, that can be a very powerful thing to understand when you're trying to communicate with somebody. And again, it is an emotional conversation. It also allows us to ask ourselves some hard questions. And especially if you're in a marriage or this is a situation with a child, sometimes we need to review what were some past conversations I had about myself when it comes to this topic that relate to my intentions. What I mean by that, if we've said, I'm going to be more patient with my child, this gives you an opportunity to remind yourself of that. If I said I'm going to be more patient and understanding with my spouse and not jump to conclusions, the pause allows you to be reminded of that intention that you say you're going to have in this area. Nevertheless, the pause allows space for these things to come up. Okay, when it comes to relationships among couples, sometimes this pause allows us to have accountability. If we made up in our mind that we're going to be more accountable to mistakes, the pause can remind you to say, hey, be quick to take responsibility, apologize, validate, don't dodge that responsibility, come out with it. But without taking a pause, you don't get there. Finally, and I know this pause seems like it's very long, but it's really not. The pause also allows you to reflect on your values. All of that makes a difference in how you respond after the pause. And what I mean by that Our faith can play a role in this pause. If we made up our mind that we're going to do some things differently, we can reflect on what our faith reminds us to do. When it comes to having positive regard, thinking the best about our children, thinking the best about our wife, thinking the best about our partner, having that value of positive regard allows you to move forward with a lot more understanding of why you need to be patient. Finally, one more example. If we say that one of our values is love, well, one of the aspects of love is to be patient, kind, forgiving. When we pause and reflect on our values, it allows us to have space for just more understanding, more patience. But without reflecting on those values, we may forget that is our new intention. That is our new intention in these moments. Next time, we're going to be talking about what we want to say in these moments. So stay tuned. Until then, God bless you. God keep you. I pray this undeserved favor cover you till the next time I see you. Take care.